Hello everyone, this is Dr. Spinach, and today we will be talking about why there are some students who fail Fmge or who might keep on constantly failing Fmge. So let's get started. So the first thing that I've observed among the students is lack of understanding of basic concepts. So understand this. You need to understand, for example, the normal anatomy and physiology of a human body in order to clinically understand that X-ray, or in order to prescribe a medication to block the proton pumps in your stomach in order to overcome peptic ulcer disease. So if you do not know the normal physiology of your stomach or you do not know the normal anatomy of your lungs, you may not be able to understand that X-ray, or you may not be able to prescribe the medication for this disease. So basic concepts are the must for Fmge or any competitive or screening exam. Okay, so that's one thing. The second thing that I've observed is lack of revision. I have focused this more than enough times that revision is must. So let's say all the competitive exams and screening tests take, for example, Fmge, NEET PG, PLAB 1, or even USMLE. They test you on your reflexivity of answering a question. So there are particular symptoms or specific symptoms for a particular disease. Now, when you go into hospital, into clinics, the patient might not come to you as specifically as you were taught in your books or as you were asked questions in your exam, but they want you to have a general idea of that particular disease, for example. So, for example, let's say tuberculosis. So they want you to have a general idea that the patient's going to come to you with having cough with sputum. And they might have night sweats. They might also have low-grade fever. So if you know the general symptoms, it will be easier for you to diagnose that patient in a clinic. But in clinics, in real life, the patient's not going to present you with all the symptoms that they have taught to you. So they just want you to have a general idea. They give you an idealized question or idealized example in that question, and they want to know whether you know that this belongs to this category. For example, even let's say the general course of radial nerve or ulnar nerve. So you need to revise and revise and revise again and again in order to retain the course of that nerve or the symptoms of a particular disease. Or where do the foramen in your skull lie? So lack of revision is something that kind of takes away some of the marks, where you're always confused in those two options which look very similar to each other, and you're like, I think I read both of them, but I'm not pretty sure like which one belongs to this question or what is the answer to this question. So to avoid that kind of situation in the exam, you need to revise, 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 and revise. So understand that they are checking you on your reflexivity of your thoughts, okay? And this was the second one, lack of revision. And finally, I also found that lack of sitting for your studies, which kind of interprets into lack of efforts, but I didn't want to use that word as lack of efforts. So what I'm trying to say here is, when you have to basically, when you're preparing for these exams, the competitive, non-competitive screening tests for medicine, let's say, you have to step outside of your normal study routine and put yourself through the strenuous study routine, just like how you would put yourself through a strenuous exercise routine when you go to gym. So, do you understand my point here? It's not that a normal study routine is going to is going to get you a seat in NEET PG, or is going to have you pass Fmge exam. No, you have to sit for long hours. You have to put in the efforts, and you have to understand this, that these exams are not a piece of cake. You do have to give everything you have. You have to step outside of your comfort zone. It's not easy. It's certainly not. but it's definitely going to be worth it. So you have to make your mind for that you will have to sit for long hours, and you will have to revise and revise and revise, and you will have to clear your basic concepts in order to pass this exam. So I'm going to brief it down again. Remember 3 things. Clear your basics. First thing, clear your basics. Second, revise, revise, revise. Third, sit, sit, sit. Rub your asses off in that chair for long hours, but do a quality study, not a quantity one, a quality one where you are actually understanding what you are reading and you are recalling that again and again. So that is all about my video today. All the very best with your upcoming Fmge exam. If you have any questions, any doubts, you can post it on the comment section below. And if you think you got something out of this video, do like this video and share it with your friends. I see that 75% of people who are watching this are have not subscribed to my channel, and only 25% of them have. So I request you to subscribe to my channel as well. That kind of pushes me to do more. Apart from that, you can also follow me on Instagram and maybe join a Facebook group that I've created where I post about the potential questions that can come in the exam. So the links to which would be in the description section. That's all about my video today. I hope you gained something out of it. Okay then, thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.